Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. I've been getting stuff almost every day, so this is what came in today. It's actually a pretty long tube. Wow. Okay. It's going to take you a little time, but I'm going to have to cut this open. Alright guys, what I got here from Okuma are two Rockaway Surf Rods. Now Rockaway was started, I believe it was 2017 by Okuma. It was meant to be a surf casting rod for the Oregon people, for the Oregon anglers. And they wanted to target sea perch, which is a type of perch that's found in the surf zone. You know, it's a fish that averages a couple pounds, it puts up a good fight, is considered a local delicacy. So Okuma made this beautiful type of rod series called the Rockaways. Now, one of the side benefits is that we here in Hawaii, we do whipping, which is basically spin casting. We found that the Rockaways were great rods for not just surf casting shoreline for lighter game on the inner reefs, but also for casting out small lures and grubs, which we call whipping. So that's what I got here. I got two of them. I got a 12-footer, which is monstrous, probably the most powerful surf rod I own, and the other one is a 9.5-footer. So let's look at the 9.5. So what kind of blanks are you getting with this line? Because this line here is probably the strongest of all the Rockaway series. Because you got the original Rockaway, you got the Rockaway SP, which is more of a finesse rod. You have the offshoot, the Nesika, which has different componentry. So what makes this one different? This one was meant to be the workhorse, the one that's rated at the highest of all the Rockaways. Okay, so this here is a light and responsive rod. It's made out of 24-30-ton low resin carbon. All right, it's a very good blank here. Okay, when I get these in, even though they came in a tube, I inspect them. So on the longer half, I take a little bit more time. I look down and make sure that all the guides line up, that none of the guides are bent in the wrong way. You look at the tip, make sure that the tip is in good condition, didn't get broken. Make sure there's no tips on the ferrule connection. Okay. If there's any damage, it's usually going to be in that piece. This one here, you don't have to worry about too much. This is the smaller one. This is 9.5. The other one behind me is the 12, but I make sure that all of them look good. And what's good about this type of rod, look at that. Double locks. Okay? So when you lock in your reel, you know, sometimes when you're fighting a big fish, this could work itself down, or you've been casting a long day and your hands are wet and it's too humbug to lock it down. You got a secondary locking ring here that will lock down your rig. Look at that. Secondary locking system. So that comes with your rig. Alright, see the guides here? These are C guides. They're XQH series angle C guides. Notice how it's angled forward? This is for braid users, so there's less chance of getting braid knots when you cast it. It is made out of 3/16 stainless steel guide frames, and the frames have zirconian inserts. All right, and this offers perfect compatibility for both braid and mono usage. Check out that feel. I mean, even dry, I can feel it. When wet, this textured shrink wrap is going to really be fantastic when you have wet hands for your rear grip and your foregrip. They have a tip over butt ferrule connection. But this is for improved balance and feel. That's a 70-30, so it makes it feel like a one piece. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about this one. This is my favorite. This is what I call the most powerful spinning rod the 12-foot spinning rod around, and it really is. Basically because it is 12 feet long, which is not a big thing, but it's rated for 6 to 16 ounces. Now let me tell you a little bit about this. All right. Now the foregrip, which is the wrong piece. Hold on. Let's see. And it's caught up on something here. Alrighty. Hold on. Where are you? Okay. Alrighty here. So this is the butt section. Now, like the other one, you know, it has the double locking system. Now, the foregrip on this is 5 1/4 inches. It's right here. You see everything above the handle section to the end here. That is very important to hold on to. So that your foregrip is 5 1/4 inches. Your handle style, the whole handle here, this is called the A style. Okay. The line weight, rated line weight for this is 20 to 60 pounds. All right, that's actually pretty good. The lure weight is 6 to 16 ounces. So, you know, like I said, 6 to 16 for a 12-foot, that's pretty good. Okay, the number of guides is 7 plus tip, or 7 plus 1. That means you're going to have 7 guides plus the tip, so 7 plus 1. Sections is 2 sections. It's a 30-70 split. Well, the other way, 70-30 split. So the 70 is on the top, the 30 is at the bottom. All right. So this way it feels like a one-piecer when you throw it. Now the rear grip section, which is from here all the way down to the end here, this over here is 18 3/4 inches. All right. Now the length of this rod is 12 feet, which, like I said, is pretty good to have a 12-footer that's rated 6 to 16 ounces. Rod rating is heavy. Taper is medium fine to fine. Weight is 15.2 ounces, a lot lighter than what you expect for this kind of power. MSRP is $139.99. Remember, this line here, the Rockaway HD, is good for a 1-year limited warranty, which means register your product. So if something was to break down on its own, not because you dropped it and smashed on the rock, but if something happened to this where something was to break down due to manufacturer defect, you're covered. Just have to mail it back. So to keep all my rigs together, everything I own, I use these fishing butlers. These fishing butlers are great for keeping rigs together so they don't get scratched up.